So now that you guys are in the tech showcase, let me show you a couple things that we have in here. First is our double robot. It's telepresence for telecommunicators. So with the remote control, you can control this entire gimbal here. It's made up of a Segway-like aspect and an iPad. With the iPad, it allows me to FaceTime you, as you saw earlier, and also at the same time control it and move it around campus. Anywhere that's Wi-Fi accessible, which would be GVSU's entire campus, and since it's also handicap friendly, I can take this thing to class, to go get food, to hang out with my friends, and be in two places at once. Our 3D printers are open for free printing to all faculty and staff at GVSU. So you simply come in here, we take you to a website called thingiverse.com. Through Thingiverse, you can browse anything you want. You can make a puzzle, a Valentine's Day gift for your loved one, a Christmas ornament, or anything your heart desires. Once your file is corrected in Thingiverse, we take it, we load it into the queue, and we get you on our waiting list. Our prints usually take about a week to 2 weeks, depending on the high volume that we have for prints. Once prints are ready to be printed off, you come over here to our 2 printers. Right now, we're in the era of using our Ultimakers. The way the prints work is that we take these spools of plastic and we insert them into the back of the printer. Once the spools of plastic are inserted into the back, they follow a tube here through the top, and each print kind of prints like a hot glue gun, layer by layer. We have an assortment of colors and different options for student and faculty to choose from. So that's our 3D printers. Over here, we have a couple different other objects. Here's our Sphero. You take the ball, you double tap it to turn it on, a light comes on, set the ball down on the ground, and use the iPad to control it. This can also be programmed since it's an app-enabled ball. Osmo is another app-enabled device we have. As you can see here, there are a couple of puzzles already arranged on the screen. This gives you an alignment of where to put the puzzles and where to correct them. With this little camera on top of the iPad, it allows the iPad to detect where your puzzle pieces are and tells you when you get the puzzle correct. And then you move on. So let's move on to Cublets. Cublets are the new age Legos. So allowing kids to make robots and electronic devices using different circuits and different connections. So we have a couple different options for students and faculty to choose from when they come in. You can create a fan, turn it on. You can use different horns and different monitors. And you can also build more intricate devices like this little robot here that's powered by the different wheels. The battery is the main source of power, and once you turn it on, you see the wheels will start to move. Now, coming around here to the other side of the table, we get into a bit more techie things. The first thing we have here is our Microsoft HoloLens. Microsoft HoloLens is a bit of a continuation from Google Glass. A bit less user-friendly and a bit more techie, the HoloLens allows you to experience mixed reality. Mixed reality is virtual and augmented reality all in one. With the HoloLens, I'm still able to see my surroundings, but when I have this on my head, I can also see different holographic images projected around the room. An example of this would be in your house, and while you're walking around, you could pull up a holographic thermometer and adjust the temperature in your house, all while never going to your actual thermostat. Something along the lines of being affordable that we have in the tech showcase is our Epic Laser Projection Keyboard. Through this keyboard, you can go ahead and type, and it translates onto any device you have. It's plugged in now because it's charging, but you can simply unplug it, take this little device, turn it off, and toss it in your pocket, and you're on the go. And you have a keyboard anywhere you'd like to go. This device usually runs about $20 to $30 and can be found on Amazon or any such website. The Cerno is our scent messaging speaker. The idea of this is to combine aromatherapy with technology. So, through an app that's built into the device here, which is our Cerno, you want to take it and you can select different scent discs. Once you select the scent disc, you choose a smell, and an outburst of smell comes through here. A unique thing about the Cerno is that it's not like an air freshener, so it won't smell up the entire room. It's kind of like a scratch and sniff. So when you put your nose up to the smell, you can smell whatever your heart desires. The big hitter in the tech showcase, and one of the most visited items that students really appreciate, is our virtual reality. We have the HTC Vive. Using the HTC Vive, there's 2 monitors here and one behind you guys set up in the room. What those monitors do is they turn this entire space here into a gameplay setting. So, once you have on a headset, students are, here Carson, want to come over here and act like you're a student? Carson, want to come over here real quick and act like you're a student?
Yes, I would love to. What am I supposed to be doing right now?
I'm just going to give you the VR.
Okay.
Okay. So students here, like Carson, be able to take one controller in one hand and one controller in the other hand. These act as your actual hands throughout the games. Then, I would tell Carson to go ahead and fasten these around his wrist to ensure that they don't come off during gameplay. Then we take the device here, which is going to be the visual graphics of the game, and we put it over Carson's head. Sometimes students have one hand. Okay, alright. Then we take the device here, which is going to be the virtual aspect of the game and the visual aspect, and we take it and put it over Carson's head. Now, as of right now, Carson is fully immersed in the game. He can't see anything around except for what I'm pulling up here on the monitor. So, I can go ahead and select a game to put Carson in. After a few seconds, the game is then launched, and you are now seeing what Carson sees inside of his headset. So inside the game, Carson can interact with a bunch of different things. To passerbys and observers, Carson may look like he's in a world of his own, but for Carson, he is currently inside the game, inside a laboratory, and experimenting with different bows and arrows, drones, and other options. With the fully immersive technology, Carson is able to walk around freely in the provided game space inside the tech showcase and explore everything he could possibly imagine, both real and surreal. So that's our VR